What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another the Mods 8 hardcore Minecraft playthrough. My name is JawshyGG, and today we're going to delve into something a little different. I was doing some research and heard some stuff from others who have played all the mods, and I want to get into power. Don't mind that stuff. I want to get into power. The magma generators here do significant work when it comes down to pushing energy. So, I mean, 200,000 FE per tick, like that's pretty incredible. So, if we can get up to nitro, which obviously will take time, it's not going to be an easy task. Like, we have to get nitro crystals and do all this stuff. And you guys know me, I'm very, I mean, you know. There's a lot of things that kind of go into Magmator and power, though. A lot of this stuff is generated based on heat with lava. So I need a good lava source, which means maybe I'll do the Magmator generator underground. Also, 31%. Go back. It's getting there. So I have, that's the last one I need for the unobtainium vibranium alloy ingot. And then the next is going to be creating the unobtainium alloy ingots. And then we'll have all the stuff we need to be able to make our alloy sword. Bump up our damage a significant amount, and we'll go from there. So what we're going to do here, though, I'm not going to get into creating any of that stuff right now for Magmator, since this is the last video. This is actually video number 90, if I did the math correctly. We're going to go find a woodland mansion. And the reason for this is because I want more Totems of Undying. I didn't tell you guys this, but a couple days ago I was in the end, and I went to that structure that's pretty close to my Highlands, or my End Highlands Waystone. The one that has a bunch of phantoms flying around it, a bunch of other things and whatnot. And I ended up having my Totem of Undying used, which I had a second one, so it wasn't too big of a deal. And I found another one, but there's also some really interesting things that would be really nice to make, such as this warding charm, which wards off negative status effects, and Jewel of Demigod, and a couple other things as well. I would like to be able to get more. So what I might end up doing, and I actually just realized I didn't do the one thing I was wanting to do, which actually I could just go back to the other, because I know where those guys spawn. How about we do that instead of going to a woodland mansion? I kind of know where the spawn points for the stupid jerks of those little villages, basically. So let's go to our end portal. We're gonna go, not end portal. What am I doing? Oh my goodness, you guys got me all turned around. Go back to home base. I need to go to the nether portal over here. I don't know how to set that up for when I create the alloy ingot. I'll do it eventually. Okay. Go to the other. I do have all my armor on. I do have my good weapons. So I do have, this weapon has looting 5, leech 6, vorpal 5, severing 6, sharpness 6, scavenger 1, capturing 4, sweeping edge 7, frostbite 10, and knockback 3. I need to get better knockback, but that'll come with time, so I'm not too worried about it. I just gotta get to that point. So let's see where we gotta go. I think it's just southwest of us, right? Yeah, so there's one right here. It should be south. It's just southwest. It's not a problem. We can head on down there and make a wave, you know what I mean? So let's go ahead and head down. Okay. All right. I love this jetpack. I don't know why I was so against making one. So originally, when I had the Ars Nova, I was really like my Ars Leap and all that stuff. I was actually very like against making one of these jetpacks. I'm kind of glad I did end up making one because, oh my goodness, it has saved so much time and effort. And the reason I was against it was because I felt it was too cheesy. But at the end of the day, like I was using iron sight and redstone sight and osmium sight and all the modium sight, all these potions that were there to specifically. Oh my gosh, look at. Oh, it's because it's a raid. That's this one. I need to go to the other one, which I think is just south of here, right? Let's see. No, it's just west of here or east of here. Like I know directions. We're gonna go to the other one because I know the other one has it's not a raid and it has the individuals I need. Yes, my game just froze. Wonderful. So it was working in the last video. Now it's a little. Granted, I am going into unexplored territory or unexplored part of the map right now. Huh, okay. But we are now here, just southeast. So really what I got to do here is get kind of right over it, make sure I have my data model out, and then it's over here. That's right. And wait for those guys to spawn in. Preferably on the roof. Come on, where y'all at? God, these blazes can freaking snipe, man. It's crazy. But yeah, I definitely want more of these totems of undying. I haven't even put it in yet. Dang it. Okay, so that is counting. That's fine. Okay. It's just still going to... Okay. I didn't even mean to kill that guy. That's funny. They're just... Oh, I'm blinded. That's where the... I don't have any... I'm not picking them up. Come on. This is where this negating status effects will come into play. So I need... Oh, okay, cool. So it's a basic model now. Come on. Get off my screen. Thank you. What in the world is going on there? Why are none of my arrows hitting him? Why is it going? What is it doing? Oh my goodness. Oh, raid. Cool. So that's not going to be... I do love that this doesn't follow all of them. It only follows the correct one, which is really nice. Come on, where you at? Where you at? Interestingly enough, I don't see any of them. I think we should be okay to hey. I think we should be okay to go because we're up to, I don't know, we have 5 remaining on this. What if we just do this right here? Ah. Stop running. Stop running. Come here. Where are you at? Where are you going? Stop running. Ugh. Ah, I picked up a totem and thing. Cool. All right, let's go home. That's kind of funny. But yeah, so that was pretty much what I wanted to find a woodland mansion for. So we do need to. Oh no, it's bringing them in. Cool. Oh, this one's already advanced. That's funny. Oh, it's gonna fail a couple before it succeeds. It's fine. Of course, I do want to kind of build up a little bit more in the Picklich one. I only need like a couple more to actually finish that one, I think, to make that one basic at least. It's only 36%. Oh boy, I might as well just leave this running overnight. You can see we're up to day 531. This would have been a failure of 100 days challenge. Granted, though, I did keep a lot of, I did AFK a lot of farms, but it is what it is. So let's take a look at our backpack here. See what all we got. So we got this, and these two. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and actually, whoops, I'm going to go ahead and actually go in here. Oh my goodness. And do this. What is this one? Illager Tome. Transforms text into Illager language. That's cool. Nope, I'm good. And then I'm going to make the warding charm here. And then what I'll do for that is I'll just slide it on in my charm slot over here. That should help us with the negative effects like blindness and everything. Now, I'm not going to say that it does that perfectly, but it can be a pretty good resource for when we're doing that kind of stuff. And it should also help with like, I don't know. I'm going to go let my dog in, so give me 1 second. I have to dry the dog off because it's raining. Sorry. So yeah. Look, it wouldn't be a JawshyGG recording if I didn't, you know, have to step away because my dog needed to come inside. So we have Evoker. This gives us 2 Totems of Undying. I didn't mean to do that one. I meant to do this. That's crazy. Two Totems of Undying. What else can we make with a Totem of Undying? Totem of Avoid Undying, which is useful in the end. Make an Evoker trophy, which is interesting. I'm not entirely sure why anybody would do that. A bad omen befalls entities that step on it. I'm good. All right, cool. So that's going to be our... Oh, that's what I said. So I said in a previous video that may not actually be live, that I was going to turn one of these other ones into a fabricator, loot fabricator simulation chamber room. This has no system energy. Okay. So now let me come down here real quick. And then we're going to go in here and grab our universe. I forgot I took the, took the cable out because of specific reasons. Kind of give you guys anything. Tome of Shadows allows entities in certain blocks to be hidden from view. Nothing really good. I asked them politely to leave and they accepted my polite asking. I feel like that is all I have to say on that matter. But yeah, so I was going to turn one of these into its own like simulation chamber type of environment, specifically because I want to get more involved and have more simulations going at once. And I feel like each of these obsidian ones, or the maximum ones I should say, will have their own energy source. I just need to figure out a good method of doing that. So let's go into our power settings set up here, and we're going to start with these right here, just to kind of get an idea for what we need. So I think I have one of these. I do indeed. I have a starter one, which is 20 FE per tick that it generates. So the starter is not as good as the basic. The basic requires the starter to make, and then it requires these basic capacitors, which are 2 dielectric paste, 4 iron ingots, and a block of redstone, which we do have a couple of those, so we'll throw them in there. And then, of course, we need the starter, which is right here. So all we'll do is we'll just throw the starter right there, and now we have a basic one. And that will check that one off the list here. And that will give us also some more, a singular basic capacitor large. So now let's take a look at what other stuff that we'll need for this. Let's actually make a hardened one, because I feel more inclined that this would probably be a little bit better, because it only generates 200 FE per tick, but it does store 200,000 per tick. So only thing we need for this is 2 of these bad boys right here. We'll plop this down right here, and then now we have a hardened one. And I will look at better solutions. Oh, cool, it gave us energy cables. I'll look at better solutions to this to kind of keep growing this, but we will absolutely need to get up to Blazing, Niotic, Spirited, and Nitro, but that's going to take me some time to get to that point. A big reason why I want to get into doing this kind of stuff is because there are 2 right here, the Player Transmitter Nitro and the Battery Nitro, that are requirements for the ATM Star quest line, I should say. And pretty much I can get all of the material probably without doing every piece of this quest, but I don't want to. I want to do the quest. So now let's take a look at these at this right here. Let's go look at our quest line under power. So So we have a furnacer, a thermogenerator, and a reactor. So I assume, because let's take a look at power. Power is a tech mod that's all about generating, storing, and transmitting power, ranging from basic FE generation to reactors that produce 250,000 FE per tick. Power has you covered. To get started, go out and find some uranite, which is where we get to the reasoning why I started keeping the raw uranite. And I figured out that there's basically two segments of uranite. You have your poor ore and you have your more rich ore. The poor ore will likely be the stuff that's closer to the surface, and the richer ore, will likely be closer to to bedrock, from what I've heard. Don't quote me on that. So I have a decent amount of raw uranite right here. I don't know if I can actually send that through a if I can send that through a furnace, but it appears that I can, and that will actually give me regular old uranite. So we'll do that here in a little bit, but in the beginning, you can get by with creating the starter and basic tier machines using iron, but you'll eventually need to create energized mats using the energizing orb. The energizing orb will energize items using nearby energizing pods within a 9x9 area around it, creating better materials for you to use to progress through the tiers and power. Wowza. To power the orb, you need to attach energizing rods to energy cables that are being supplied with energy. If you want the orb to energize faster, either make more rods, upgrade to higher tier rods, or both. To see if the rods are connected, set your wrench to link mode, and you can link any rod to the orb. So when we go into our energizer here, I'm in the right case because it's a 9x9. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I could technically go 2 out this way and 2 more out that way, and that's technically in a 9x9 area that will communicate back with the orb underneath it. As from what I'm reading right there, you can kind of see it. They're only using a 3x3, but I think it can go even crazier than that. And that's where we get into the generation aspect of things. To create Niotic, for instance, you have to be able to energize a diamond, which doesn't sound so bad. It really isn't bad at all. Spirited, you energize an emerald, which that doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like it should be the opposite way. But nitro, you will have to energize a nether star, 2 blocks of redstone, and a block of blazing crystal. And that's 20 million FE. Granted, it's not 1 billion FE, thankfully, but 20 million does take a significant amount of time to be able to energize. So getting up to that point is likely going to be a challenge, but I'm very, what are these gates? What are the gates? I wish there was an info tab here about the gates. Maybe this one will tell me. Inner gates are used to transfer power wirelessly to and from an adjacent block into the inner network. Think of these like wireless access points to your wireless network of power. Note, you can only add power storage capacity using an ender cell. Okay. Interestingly, I have done, because of the fact that I didn't put them in my inventory, I have done the starter, I have not done the basic, and I have done the hardened. That's kind of funny. Anyway, so let's take a look at Furnator. Will burn items like coal and wood to produce Fe. One of the best options for passive power, the thermal generator will produce Fe when placed over a heat source and given a steady supply of water. There are currently 3 blocks you can place this over. A magma block, which produces the lowest, a lava source block, which produces a little better, and a block of blazing crystal, which produces the most heat. And then you have your reactor. The reactor is a 3x4x3 multi-block generator that burns uranite as a fuel to produce Fe. To build it, you'll need to make a total of 36 reactor blocks. While holding 36 in hand, placing 1 block will auto-build the reactor. Nice. Make sure to clear out some room first. You'll want to cool the reactor down for it to create more Fe. You can do this with either solid or liquid coolant. To use a solid coolant, you'll need to give it some liquid coolant as well. Dry ice makes for a great solid coolant. Note 1 water bucket will do. You can also increase the Fe generation by keeping the fuel buffer fuel. as well as adding both coal and redstone to the reactor. Using blocks of either will also work. Okay, so let's go create the reactor, and we'll actually create it in there, and we'll set up another power generation or power capability. So let's go ahead and get this started, just because I kind of want to see what the starter one looks like. I do actually need my uranite though, so let's do that real quick. Let's grab a bunch of that. We'll head over to our ore factory. And then I'm going to take this right here. We're going to pop all 4 of these down. I don't know why I did it this way. I could have just popped them in. Anyway, there we go. Cool. So now that's going to be sending uranite into our beautiful setup right here that we have. So let's go ahead and go back, because those zombies are annoying. So we should have about 12 of that so far. So let's go ahead and get creating. So we do need more basic capacitor tinies, which are created from a basic capacitor. I don't know how many basic capacitors I have, but we'll just deal with it. How many did you say I needed? 36, right? 36, yep. So I'm going to make more basic capacitors. Need to make more actual basic capacitors, which to make basic capacitors, you just need the stuff that I said earlier. I think that should be enough right there. All right, we should have enough to make... Wait, what? I don't. Yeah, I have a decent amount of this stuff, so let's make 15 of these. Let's see, that's 20, 28, 32. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm of course short 1 capacitor. Okay, so it says with block in hand. Let's go ahead and grab that stuff real quick. That's dry ice, and we got oh, I got that one. What else did we get? Whatever. Okay. Now we're going to our energizer. I'm going to set this up over here. So it said a 3 by 4 by 3. So let's do it. I assume. Three on that side, 3 on that side, right? That's not the way I wanted it built. That is not the way I wanted it built. Okay, so now I know it will build it in a weird way. Cool. I just hope it doesn't build any of the, like, the blocks that I need on the sides. Okay. Cool. So I don't trust that, actually. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Let me just do it out one more. So do it right there. It's still building right into the wall. Okay. I feel like it can tell. I don't know though. It doesn't make, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. Okay. Let's see here. You want to, okay, so to build this, all right. So solid coil does that. Cool. Let's go grab, will a sink do? Trying to get a little, just, I mean, it doesn't hurt to try, right? Like, that's funny. A sink works for the mechanism one. I need cables. I don't know why I didn't grab cables. Okay, so we're gonna plop this down. I'm gonna plop this down right here. Where can I put a cable? That's the question. I don't know. This reactor will stop when full and start when it has less than 70% of energy. Huh? Reactor will stop when it's full. That's okay. Okay. Interesting. So each of these, I guess, is. This pushes power, so let's just see which one of this stuff actually connects to it. So that connects right there power-wise. Cool. Does power have a way to... Let's see here. Energy cable, energy gate, player transmitter. What is a player transmitter? Player transmitter will charge a player's items wirelessly. Okay, I'm not worried about charging wirelessly right now. This block will drain FE from any charged item. Energy hopper will charge any chargeable item inside of the inventory of the block it is pointed to. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Cool. So let's go grab just a regular old pressurized tube and see if that works. This does gases, so actually I need a mechanical pipe. There we go. I'm just gonna try this and see, because I know that it works connecting to a sink. I do indeed. Now, it does. Cool. So a sink does work. That is cool. That is good. That is knowledge. Now, we just need to figure out how we can power this. Now, obviously, I've come under the conclusion that it's powered based on... I'm actually going to move this, though, to the other side, because I do like it on this. I would actually want it over here. We'll put it right here, and then right there, and then push, pull. Okay, so that does that. Cool. So I'm going to set up the magmeter like right over here. But again, the magmeter will generate Fe when supplied with lava. So there's a couple different options we can do here. So let's put it down and let's see. This will generate, that's right. Okay, cool. So this will generate based on lava consumption. Now, this is very slow. Now we'll go back and I'll kind of show you. I do have cables that I can use for that, but let's go grab a lava bucket. If I even have a lava bucket. I do not. So now we need to go find some lava. Hi, you must be the lava I'm looking for. Cool, thank you. Because I'm not really using that anymore, so there's no point in having it there. It's kind of like an eyesore more than anything. So we'll grab these energy cables, and then we'll connect it right there. And this, no, actually, you know what? Not what I meant to do. Not what I meant to do at all. That is absolutely not what I meant to do. That was it's just way too strong. It's way too strong. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, try this again. Didn't mean to do that one. Nope, I want that right there. Okay, and then cable goes right there, and then all right. So now when I click in here, you can see there's nothing being sent to it. So this is storing the energy. Facing east. Extract. Facing south. Huh. So I definitely did that wrong. But it's fine. I guess really I just got to figure out how to charge this. What's this at? 46%. You were so slow. And I think what I'll do is I'll figure out how to charge it and everything off recording. And then next recording, hopefully have this reactor powered up and ready to push power out to our beautiful energizing rods. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video. If you did not enjoy the video, leave a comment down below. Let me know what I could do better because I want to please you guys. I want to entertain you guys. That's all I want to do. Make sure to check the description for all of our links, including my Patreon, my Discord, as well as my Twitter. And remember, if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It is free. It supports the channel, and it does us wonders, getting us closer and closer to that 100 subscriber mark. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.